Hey future Nazis, welcome back to Manpita and Talks, where we make NCLEX prep simple and stress-free. Today we are talking about diuretics, the water pills that help the body to get rid of excess fluid but can cause major electrolyte shift. So, by the end of this video, you will know the types, uses, side effects, and the most important and flex tips to answer any question on them in the exam. So, and we will do some practice questions at the end of this video. So, stay connected. So, let's start. What are diuretics? So basically, it is the drugs that increase the urine production by the kidneys, and that will lead to reduce fluid overload in conditions like heart failure, hypertension, edema, and kidney disease. So main types of diuretics are first is loop diuretics, for example, furosemide, torsemide, budesonide, basically, and like mide, you can remember, nide, might that words. So its action, so mode of action are where work on the loop of Handley and that lead to rapid fluid loss. It is used in pulmonary edema, severe hypertension, and heart failure. So, NCLEX tip here is to remember risk of hypokalemia, low potassium. So, monitor potassium level and give supplement if needed. Then the ototoxicity. It is very often when we give it too fast IV. Then next is thiazide diuretics. For example, hydrochlorothiazide at CTZ. Mode of action. They work in a distal convoluted tubules, so that lead to moderate fluid loss. So it is used in the hypertension, first line treatment, mild heart failure. So NCLEX tips say to remember the risk of hypokalemia and hyponatremia. So watch for dehydration signs. Next is potassium sparing diuretics, for example, spironolactone, amlodipine. So mode of action, they basically aldosterone antagonist means it retain the potassium and secrete sodium. So it is lead to hyperkalemia and hyponatremia. So it is uses are same in heart failure, hypertension, and hypokalemia prevention. So NCLEX tip here is remember to risk for hyperkalemia, especially with AC inhibitor or ARBs. So in this, you should teach the patient to avoid potassium-rich foods and supplement. And next is NCLEX tips. So nursing priorities for diuretics you have to remember for the exam. First is monitor fluid status. So always daily weights, monitor daily weights, so same time, same scale, and same clothes. So and report if more than weight gain is more than 2 lbs or 1 kg in 24 hours or 5 pounds in a week and monitor strict intake and output of the patient. Second is was electrolytes. So loop and thiazide diuretics, they can lead to risk of hypokalemia, hyponatremia, and magnesia and hypocalcemia. So you can remember loop and thiazide diuretics. They can lose everything so fast. So that you can remember they can lose everything like sodium, potassium, calcium, magnesium. So another is potassium sparing diuretics, as the name suggests, potassium sparing that can lead to risk of hyperkalemia. So NCLEX tip is here, remember, if the patient is on digoxin, so low potassium level that can lead to risk of digoxin toxicity. Sometimes questions are asked about in this. Next is monitor blood pressure. So as when we give diuretics to a patient that can lead to rapid fluid loss that lead to risk of high orthostatic hypotension. So always teach the patient to slow positions very slowly. Next is hold dose if and notify the provider if systolic blood pressure is less than 90 mm of HSC. So next, assess for dehydration. So rapid fluid loss can lead to dry mucous membrane, poor skin turgor, and thirst. So low urine output, concentrated urine, and that can lead to increased BUN and creatinine value. So always watch for it. Next is give safely. So morning dose because that can lead to prevent nocturia, means urination in the night. Next is ibuprofen might give very slowly over 1 to 2 minutes to avoid phototoxicity. Don't mix potassium sparing diuretics with potassium supplement unless it is prescribed. Educate the patient about increased potassium-rich foods for loop and thiazide diuretics such as banana, oranges, spinach. Limit high potassium foods with potassium sparing diuretics. And avoid alcohol and hot weather overexertion that can lead to risk for dehydration. So that's all about the diuretics. And now we will do some practice questions so you can remember for the exams. Question number first. A nurse is preparing to administer furosemide to a patient with heart failure. Which finding should prompt the nurse to withhold the dose and notify the provider? A. Serum potassium level of 3.0 milliequivalent per liter. B. Blood pressure of 132 by 84 mm of Hg. C. 1 plus pitting edema in ankles. D. Weight gain of 1 pound in 24 hours. So, correct answer is A. Serum potassium level of 3.0 milliequivalent per liter that can lead to patient is having hypokalemia that can lead to increased risk for arrhythmia. So when we give furosemide to patient means loop diuretic. So loop diuretic lose everything so fast. So it can lead to hypokalemia. Normal potassium level is 3.5 to 5. So already patient is having 3 that can lead to more below 3 that can lead to cardiac arrhythmia. So hold the furosemide drug and report to the healthcare provider is the correct answer.